Hi, Jim. It's Ken, and I've got your website here. And so I've been looking at it for the last 10 minutes, and I have some things I want to share with you that will hopefully improve it. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so uh, where do I want to begin? Some things I like about it. I like that your menu is obvious and it's obvious where it is, and it's not too big. That's cool. I know it gives me confidence that if I want to figure out where I'm going, I can always go back to the top. Your logo, I find it's cool. I think it's a little bit of nerdiness to it. I get what you're doing here, and it's cool. I like that. I like that it's in the upper left corner, so it's easy to find. Fun little logo. Um, yeah. Steps to achieve. That's cool. Uh, let's see. So some things to improve. So um, like the biggest thing that I'm looking at. So when people go to websites, they need to figure out what is it, why should I be here, and who is it for. And when I like even before I scroll or read anything, I should be able to figure it out right away. Who's this for? What is it? And like where do I begin? And why should I be here? Those are the big questions that I think within seconds you should be able to figure that out. And I know you're a coach because you're in the group, and I know that I know some things already. I'm influenced by that. But if I put that aside, when I come here, I don't. I'm struggling to know because like I got this quotation here, which is probably some good wisdom. Yeah, that's cool and all. It doesn't tell me what this site is about. Some leadership. Okay, so maybe it's some articles or something. Um, but I'm getting this stuff flying by me here and these logos. Like I can't even read that logo; it's too small. I got a book here. Is this a book website? I'm wondering. Let's see. Good leaders ask questions. Oh, that thing just moved on me. I don't like sliders that do this. I think it just takes away from me being able to do what I want. I'm trying to get a grasp of what's here, and things are flying around. So essentially, I'm struggling to know what this is and who it's for right off the top, just because there's stuff moving around and there's a quotation here. It doesn't tell me much. However, if I scroll down a little bit, this much smaller block of text um, helps me a bit better. This helps. Professional development training workshops. Now, I don't know if this is because it's small, if this is secondary to the website or is this really the main thing. Now, after reading through stuff and poking around, which is what people won't really do, I spent a bit of time figuring it out. It seems to me, my best guess, and you have to let me know, is that what you want out of this as a coach is to you want to reach some team leaders, some executives, some business owners with a staff because you offer these training workshops to improve their staffs, and obviously that and ultimately will grow the business. Maybe staff will stick around better; they'll be more efficient. Um, your system, businesses will grow, they become more effective in their systems, etc. And so what I'm since you're a coach and you're in this coaching group, I think you're trying to get more of that kind of clientele and that kind of work. And you do offer disc, you do offer other things as well, like in your shop. And those are tools, and to clients they'll probably be helpful too. But I think ultimately you're trying to get gigs where you're working and training people, coaching them. So that's what I'm assuming is the case. It might not be the case, but I think it is. But what you've done here is you've highlighted a lot of other stuff, um, like leadership learning material and the disc stuff. And but I think what you really want is to go to these executives and run these workshops for them so that their team gets stronger. Let me see. I was digging around and like maybe on the About Us page. So this is actually the best line I've seen. Okay, so that line right there tells me everything. This is what you're all about. and you have facilitators that are certified, and that's important so that you can train, you can develop leadership in these teams. Um, so you have this massive list of services here, but I don't know if I guess the question is, does the people who come to you or that you're trying to reach out, are they thinking, okay, I need a motivators lead assessment training, or they're more like, I need a guy to come in here and whip everybody into shape. Maybe that's the case. So um, what I'm suggesting is that we don't lose the main purpose of your business and what the work you're trying to get by with a lot of other stuff floating around. In fact, this whole top area, I would get rid of this floating logos, unless your clients are actually looking for that. I would venture to guess that their businesses or their teams are are pain in the butt. Their struggle, maybe some leadership skills need to be learned. I know a lot of new managers have a real hard time stepping out of a technical role into a leadership role. Maybe that's kind of what you're trying to develop. Maybe the leaders and the team you're trying to develop. But I wouldn't get, so like here, right here on the homepage, I would get a big message about that. I would take that thing from the about page and make it juicy. So like you have, let me go back to the about page. I would take this. I would say helping organizations grow their staff through training, workshops, and leadership development, so that, um, and then bring in the bigger picture things so that your staff works well together, and um, you know, let's see what else I can pull out of here. Teams are more productive, and they're able to people. It's a joy to be at work, and it's a culture of creativity, or whatever your clients are going to. The bigger picture of professional development. So again, on the homepage, get this sentence on there, and then expand on why that's so good. Yeah, so I'm just getting a lot of stuff floating around, and this other stuff being highlighted where I think this is really what you want to build teams and leaders. That's really what you're about. Okay, so that's one of my big things, and I think it's important for us as visitors to come and know that right away. I got this book here, so it's like this book is the biggest thing I see. I'm like, is he is he a book review person? I don't know. Is he selling this book? Um, but after digging through and knowing kind of the environment we're talking in, I believe you want. I believe it's so you can offer training and workshops. Um, Another thing to improve upon, and if I'm totally off on all that, just let me know in the comments. You can get that where I'm coming from. I'm just struggling to get sink my teeth into this. And in fact, as I mentioned in some of the other um, feedback videos I posted, a good move would be to have the story of what your business is about right here, the challenges your clients face, why the places your clients want to get to in the future, or an ideal better situation, a bit about how your business works. Maybe your uniqueness can get in there as well. And yeah, so a story about why your business exists and why clients should care. That, a summary of that would be great. Um, so you have this text here. That's cool. Um, yeah. Okay. So another thing I want to add is if so for this one, actually, good leaders ask great questions. If I click on that, I get a dead page. So you want to check that out. But I don't know what this is. Good leaders ask great questions. That's just a statement. Okay, cool. I get what you're saying. Are you trying? But I look further. This is a workshop. Okay, so if this is a workshop, then make this image a workshop image, and use the word workshop in this title. Good leaders ask great questions. Comma, the workshop, so that I know that it's something that you offer. Looking at this at first, I thought this is maybe just here's the book, read book review or something. Okay, I didn't know until this was said here. It was a workshop, and if I'm gonna just scan these items, which is why you put them here, so I can get a quick overview of things. Put the word workshop in here, and then make this image a workshop image. What do I mean by workshop image? Let me just share with you another website, Catherine Bach. She leads workshops for women. She leads revitalizing workshops to bring meaning, purpose, and passion to your career and life. And so she has a workshop, upcoming workshop, RR Rated Beach Retreat Workshop. So here's an image, Get Out of Your Own Way workshop. And it says the word workshop in it. This actually should say triple R rated. But anyway, so a workshop image is not a book image. It's people in a workshop, people working together. It could be sitting around or someone giving a presentation or an interactive something. And it should say the word workshop in it so that people know. So let me go back to your site. Down here we have this image of a work. This is a workshop, but it looks more like a book. So leadership gold, is this? It's a workshop. I don't know. But by the way, I know you're big on John Maxwell, and so in your uniqueness, as you tell the story I mentioned earlier, you might want to put. Well, obviously it's here, but as you expand on the story, you can just perhaps you highlight the benefits of the John Maxwell's, his stuff. I hope this has been helpful. Let me see what else on my list here. Okay, by the way, if your shop is just these things and you're not really selling anything and you're not expecting to sell them, I'd get rid of the shop and the cart. I think it takes away from your main purpose, which is to run leadership workshops or some trainings. And instead, I'd have a big, take the next step so we can discuss developing your team and have something for them for that. Okay. Cool. Thanks for posting your site here, and I hope this has been helpful. One of my biggest tips I tell any business owner, website owner, is to share your website with people. And if you actually sit down with someone and show them your site, and don't say anything, and say, "Hey, do you know what this is?" Have them look at it and see how fast or how long it takes for them to figure out what it is. And if they don't do it within seconds, then that's a good sign that things need to be simpler and more clear. Okay, well, I hope this has been helpful, and just post in the comments if you have any questions, and onward.